In today's video, we're going to talk about a new, let's say, Bitcoin project, or rather, a project that aims to be a layer 2 solution for Bitcoin. In other words, it aims to bring speed, scalability, and similar factors in terms of utility, of course. But naturally, what's interesting to us is whether this token can actually bring us results and profits if we were to buy or invest in it now. Since as you can see, this token is currently in pre-sale. For this video, I'll also use ChatGPT, which actually found important information for me on the internet. The project or token name is Hyper, or Bitcoin Hyper as the full name. The main goal, as I said, is a layer 2 solution for Bitcoin, an upgraded chain that aims to bring speed, scalability, and smart contract support to the BTC ecosystem. Then here we have information about the technology, which combines multiple components, including Solana's virtual machine compatibility, ZK rollups, and so on. After that we have tokenomics. As you can see, the supply is 21 billion Hyper tokens, and it's allocated roughly like this: 30% to development or treasury, 25% to marketing, 10% to exchange listings, and the remainder to staking, etc. As for the presale itself, since we are still in the presale phase, as you can see, it started around the beginning of May, and the current price on the site is $0.01 with over $18 million raised in total, which means there's fairly solid interest in this presale. The main question then arises: when will the token be listed on exchanges? Listing plans for exchanges are set for Q3 and Q4 of this year, but we still don't have an exact date. First, a DEX listing is expected, say PancakeSwap, DEX Screener Visible Pairs, and similar decentralized exchanges, and after that, perhaps once they raise more funds, a listing on a bigger exchange. Something like MEXC, BingX, maybe even Binance, who knows, we'll see. In conclusion, the project positions itself as Bitcoin's layer 2 for faster execution, much improved, and so on. Below that, we have more about momentum and the current situation, where a fairly solid amount of money has been raised. Marketing activities are intense, liquidity is also reserved, and here are some potential scenarios. So, if the upcoming news goes well, if overall market momentum is good, we could see a short-term price pump. We, of course, have a neutral scenario, and we have bearish risks. Naturally, if the project doesn't deliver on all the points it listed, if market momentum is simply negative, and of course, if early holders who bought at much lower presale prices decide to dump immediately at launch, we could simply see a bearish trend, that is to say, a price drop. Now, regarding the price itself, and whether the price can jump at listing when it eventually hits exchanges, yes, it can, if these factors align, if we see positive momentum, if we see volume, if we see some bigger investors. In any case, presale projects are risky, I'll tell you that right away. Every one of them is risky. Everyone can say what they're going to offer, blah blah blah. But only once it finally launches do we see the real story, whether the team will deliver what they promised or if it will remain just talk and none of it gets fulfilled. So my conclusion, regardless of all the information I've given you, is that with presale projects you must be careful and aware of the risk of a potential price drop and that you could end up in the red. So if you're buying now in presale or planning to buy on exchanges, be aware of the risk. Don't put too large a stake into projects like this. It's simply better to wait for the token to come out on an exchange, and then in line with the momentum, if you see, okay, there's volume here, there's interest, then buy, invest, trade, and so on. So that would be it regarding this token. You have my link in the video description. And to close the video, a message from the sponsor, which is also one of the best and safest exchanges in the EU, Bitpanda, which, as you can see, currently has a campaign that says invest in crypto, Bitpanda has your back. And it states here that as a welcome perk, they refund you up to 50 euros if you sell your first crypto asset at a loss within 7 days of registration. I think that means, for example, you buy Bitcoin today and its price drops within 7 days, and you end up instantly in the red. They refund up to 50 euros if you decide to sell that cryptocurrency or something similar. You actually have all the details about that here. So, Bitpanda is not just for cryptocurrencies. You can also buy stocks, metals, ETFs. So all financial instruments are on one platform. You can use everything in one place and buy and hold all those repeated financial instruments. They even have their own Bitpanda card. They have a referral program and even their own vision token that you can buy if you're interested. So there are quite a lot of useful benefits. And you also have the Bitpanda link in the description. And that would actually be it for this video. All questions and doubts,